Hey guys, Mike here for a new breakdance tutorial. So today I'm going to show you a very cool method to add CSS grid to your pages. So let's start to build our grid. I like to use that website as it's much easier. A, B, C, D, and E. So I use A, B, C, D. Actually, it doesn't really matter here, but once again, it's just faster. So what we have here, we have 5 elements and we have all the CSS we need. With grid areas. The grid area is where the elements start, 1, 1, and 3, 3 for the first one. And actually, it's pretty confusing. So I'm not going to use this method. So let me show you. First, I have my div here and 5 elements. So they're already here, just 5 images. So what we need to do is to go to the layout. We have a grid option. It's for simple grid. And we have the advanced and grid option here. As you can see, we have all the CSS grid properties. So we could copy and paste more or less what we have here, but I'm going to do that a bit differently. So first, what we need to do is to build our new template. I will show you a very cool method. Instead of using grid area like this, I will build the template exactly as it shows there. So let's start. First row, we have A, B, C. This is the first row here, A, B, C. Second row, A, nothing, so put a dot, and C. Third row, sorry, we have D, and E. It's our last row there. This is for the row. Now for the column, 1FR, 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 1FR. Okay, here, 1FR, 1FR is what we have here. And for the row here, we have 1FR, but by default, it's auto. So I can remove it, but which means it's auto. And for the moment, it's fine. We don't need to take care of that. Let's go back to our grid template so we can fill the information right there. So now it starts to work. We have our 4 columns. Okay. Now we need to apply the grid area for each element, which means for the first one, we need to add this grid area. So instead of writing 1, 1, 3, 3, we write A. For the second one, B, C, and so on. So they are not classes. Don't be confused. Not about class at all. It's about names. So what I can do is to select that one, the first element, and go to grid and change the grid area to A. So now it starts to work, but I'm not going to do that. So why? It's because it's a bit trouble. We need to modify each one of them, add the new name here. And if we want to change the order or replace the image by a div or whatever, we always have to update. So I prefer to go to my main div, my grid here, and add some custom CSS. So I already prepare it here. Okay, so here it is. Now, for the first child, we have the grid area A, second child B, third child C, and so on. So we don't need to modify any CSS there. Everything is right there. If you are wondering about about this here, it's because it's nested CSS. I just a bit faster, but it's the same if I write just like this, and there's one and so on. I can write a 5 line like this, but I like to write nested CSS just a little bit faster. So, okay, let's have a look. Now we have our grid. Exactly the same as here. Just need to add some adjustment here. So let's not center, but stretch here. Stretch and add a gap. Okay, now they take the full space because they are images, so of course it doesn't look great. So let's fix that with some custom CSS. Image and object fit cover. Okay, Now it looks much better. So now we have our very cool grid. It's exactly the same, but it doesn't use the same method. Our method is much more convenient because it's visual. It's easy to guess where they are. If I want to modify it, for example, I want to change that big area and I want to put it in the right instead of the left, just need to change. So we have DDDE. I put the E first. E always need to put some spaces between each one of them. And we have our new grid. Instead of coming back here and rebuild it and checking all these numbers and updating everything, no, we just need to change the template here. And it's really, it's visual. It's exactly like it is. We can see our 4A, it represents the 4A here, and so on. So now, for example, if I want to add a div, I will add a div with a heading here, replace, for example, my image. Let's the small heading here, add a div with, let's change the color, center that. Okay, so now I just replace the image by a div. And if I want, I just have to change the position and it will be at the right position. So yes, right here. So we have our heading here. Yes, we just need to modify the template because like I said, it's in auto, which means it will take just the space it need. So for the first one, I will put 1 FR, for the second one, 1 FR, and keep auto for the last rows. Okay. And check this out. Just need to modify, and it always look good is at the right place in the grid. It's super nice. See how is it to, oh, where I put it? Outside. Okay. So now, and now if I want to make it look better in mobile mode, I just need to, so let's check a little bit how it looks like. Okay, maybe I want to tablet portrait. Let's modify our grid. And I will change to a display flex. It's as easy as that. Because the flex will keep the gap. Use the gap property, so we still have our gap, still work. So we don't need to modify or do some complex template. We just change it to a flex, and now we are our flex in mobile and grid like this. It's really cool and much easier method than all this CSS, and I have already prepared some layout here. As you can see, I have some simple one, exactly the same method with all the CSS grid here, the custom CSS. I have a lot of example here. If I check in the front end, so you can see all are CSS grid. Very easy to build here with some synchronized slider. Here's a grid with a background image, and of course they are responsive. Example, that one. That one is a responsive CSS grid. It works a bit differently. Let me show you. Oh, it's a bit bigger. So if you see, it will change automatically, take the white space. Anyway, I give you the link if you want to use this ready-made grid. It's on my asset for WordPress website. Okay, so hope you like this tutorial. I think with that method, it will be easier for everybody to build grid with Breakdance. Okay, see you next time.